Okay, second game of the evening is All Hail the Orb. So this game comes from my friends over at Grab the Game. So these guys are a indie publisher that's been sending me games for quite a while. Some of my favourite games of theirs include Oxygen and also I think it's Grab the Bottle was the first game I played of theirs. Now they're a very small publisher, very small developer, and a lot of their games are they're based on a very specific premise, so that it's a very small team with very limited indie games that are meant for a very specific experience. I'm probably not explaining it very well, but in recent times, as they've grown, they've been creating better and better games, and I think this is probably the culmination of everything they've learnt in their previous few games. This is All Hail the Orb. Now, I'm going to be honest, it is a incremental clicker, an idle game, or idle-ish game, and I don't play a lot of these. I'm not really into them, but there was something about this game that made me change my mind, and I have been playing it pretty religiously, almost as much as the previous game, Rising Lords. But yeah, this game is a game where you are basically you're incrementally including or improving your base, and there's not much combat in the game. It's more about building and improving your keep, your castle, and gathering resources. But there's just something about it that's super addictive. I think they've gotten the clicker mechanics down near perfect. It's very addictive. I'm going to show you my progress so far. Okay, I'm just going to adjust the sound a bit because it can be a bit loud with the orbs. There we go. Okay, so this is the game, and as you can see, I've been playing this a fair bit. The goal is that we are a demon lord. We're trying to bring back our master through this orb, and we need to gather resources in order to unlock each of the orb's powers, which are found in each of these rooms. You can see I've been very busy. I have a bunch of cultists who are doing most of the work for me these days. I'm going to spend a bit of money. There we go. So there's a bunch of different resources in the game, and you can collect them either actively or passively. So I've largely automated this process. I don't need to do this manually anymore. I could click this myself. And it obviously works a lot faster when you do that, but right now I'm just going to let them do their thing. So in terms of resources, we've got orb power, duck power, which is a bunch of these little ducks that make energy that powers our machinery. And we also have over here our storage bay. So we've got a pretty big storage bay here. I'm trying to upgrade to that at the moment. I need to upgrade the life essence storage bay. Down here we've got our mushroom farm. So I'm going to harvest all those. And we're going to sell there we go. So we've got gold, and I'm going to use some of that gold to upgrade my storage for life essence. And then we're going to upgrade gold coins storage. There we go. So while we wait for those to grow, these guys are pretty happy. They're chilling. Now, of course, I can help out. And one of the things I like about this game being a clicker game is that you don't need to just keep clicking. I tend to get, unironically, I do get like a carpal tunnel-ish syndrome when I'm sitting here clicking all the time. So you can just click on it and hold the mouse button down, which I think is a huge improvement. And, oh, we have to... 2 million, damn. That is a lot. I was a bit worried about how this game would go for a stream, because I know that it's probably a little bit dry to watch someone else play a clicker game, but I enjoyed it so much, and Grab the games have always been really good. Whenever they release any new game, they always send it to me, regardless of what the game is. Even when I say, like, I don't know if I like this one, and they've been really awesome. They're like, you don't have to cover everything. We're just sending it to you. And I started playing this, and I found myself really enjoying it. And I made a point that I wanted to show this to you guys because it is a lot of fun. And I know that it's not everybody's cup of tea, but oh, we're at max capacity. I need to upgrade this. I need 25k. Oh, that hurts. Okay. All right. We need to spend some money. There we go. Nice, we've got 20 ducks. I don't know what we're going to be doing with 20 ducks, but it's a double the output speed and 300 gold. We can do that. So I'd like to see. Okay, and we can spend some money on this to upgrade it. There we go. Now the game, it's largely a AFK game, and the first probably 4 hours of playing the game, you're going to be like me. You're going to be sitting here and just clicking all the time. After about 3 or 4 hours, most of it is kind of automated. So, or I should say semi-automated. So you need to click less. But as you can see, I've got a pretty decent upgrade level on this thing. It's nearly 3/4 upgraded. We can get a bunch of money super quick. It's really the cash that I need now. Okay, let's see if we can sell. There we go. Yeah, everything is... We always need some sort of upgrade. We're always trying to upgrade something. And once you get a bit of a momentum, though, like the game largely plays itself. I like to play this game, or I'll sometimes have it running while I'm doing something else. I was playing White Knuckle the other night, and I would do my run. I would fail, fall to my death, and then come in and upgrade something, and then go back and do another run. So it works quite well for that. We're not making a whole lot of money though. 5k storage. Yeah, I would like to upgrade that, but we need 4k for that, so... Okay, let's increase our farm. There we go. So this just means that we've got a faster growing farm, and I can also upgrade the fertility of the soil and also the harvest yield. So this is going to need a lot of money though. So we can sell that. There we go. Yeah, we need a lot of money. So, oops. So I'm largely just chilling. I'm letting these guys do all the hard work. $300,000. Oof. I need 25k gold to upgrade the devotion storage. Okay, what can I upgrade for that? Devotion power. Yeah, I'm gonna need a lot of gold. This is what I want, the bountiful harvest. The more mushrooms I can harvest at a time, that's just more money we're gonna make. Ooh, I can nearly use that. Let's maybe harvest all. I'm curious what the duck generator is going to give me. Hey, there we go. Okay, so this is just upgrades for the ducks, which is nice and all. I've got a ton of them, so... we need more cultists over here. Okay, if we can get more cultists, then you, my friend, can come over here. Okay, let's check out what these guys can do. Generalist, devotionist, life harvester. I want that. We need 2,000 life points. Well, that's easy. We nearly got that. There we go. Probably don't want to give up all my money to that just yet. 25k, that's a lot of cash. Oh, let me place spore. Oh yeah, we're absolutely killing it now. Okay, so now we should be able to... I really want to upgrade my storage. 25k, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. And I don't know how to get this knowledge resource. I'm guessing over here. There we go. I've maxed most of the basic skills now, but the cost for them get crazy. Like you think, just when you think you've got everything you need, the game unlocks a new resource that you didn't know about, and then you're like, oh, now I need to collect that resource. You know, but back to the drawing board. Let's go legroom, devotion, efficiency. There we go. I want to try and get some more cultists on this, but I've shunted most of the cultists to other areas because it's the... What are you guys doing? You're not doing anything. It's taking a very long time. As you can see, if I zoom out, there's a ton of stuff here. And I wanted to show you the early game, but the early game for this, it is quite boring because you start off, and by design, you start off in this chamber here, and you have just this orb. And you click on it once, and you get one of these devotion points. And then you play it, and play it, and play it, and eventually you unlock your second resource, which is this here. So at that point, I'm like 200,000 a devotion, and I'm thinking, oh yeah, okay, right, you know, we must be kind of reaching the end of what I can do. And then this opens up, and I'm like, oh, okay, second resource. So this was all manual. So I'm manually clicking this, and I'm like, oh yeah, okay. And it's ingenious because it's so addictive. You kind of think, okay, right now this has got we've got this set up, and then the duck's unlocked. And I was like, oh, that's a cool thing, you know, a duck energy generator, and then this unlocks, and then you're like, oh, now we can change the cultists to different types. That, you know, that's cool. And then it unlocks something else. So you're like, it does keep you locked in. You know, you're always trying to figure out what the next upgrade is. I mean, this is kind of the main block I've got at the moment. I need to pump some life points into the crystal to get it to start generating XP faster for me. At the moment now, it's the mushrooms. These things are they're killing me. It's taken so long. Oh, is that upgraded? I need to upgrade the storage. There we go. 100k, that's better. Resource 500k. Okay, that's easy. Get that. You watch this. Like, I'll smash that out, no problems. Look at this. 500k. We'll get 120,000 like nothing. There we go. I just gotta lock in. Boom, 500k. There's your 500k. Bang. So that is 500k of gold. We're not going to hit that quick. What I really need now is a devotion stat. Okay, harvest. I'm not going to do that just yet. We're going to focus on these. Just to up my mushroom speed right now. And ooh, can I upgrade anything here to make them? Oh, that's right. I want to specialize cultists. We can do that now. Life harvester. Beautiful. Okay. And I'm going to steal someone and put him in here. And turn him into a life harvester. Oh, 6k. Okay, I need to pay 6k to turn him into the life harvester cultist. So what is the storage limit now? 10k. We good. If I want to upgrade that more, I can't. And to upgrade this, I'm going to need 25k. And 2 million devotion. That's going to be... The devotion's not a problem. We can knock that out easy. It's the gold that's going to take a bit. 25,000 gold. Whew. Okay, let's drop another. Oh, okay. Maybe I'll... Let's convert them to SEDs. I didn't realize we didn't have any. There we go. Okay. Let's lock in and get that 2 million for the obelisk, and then I only have to get 25,000 gold, you know? No problem at all. It's rookie numbers. Okay. Let's update that. There we go. So this is going to be easy enough to feed. It needs, oh, another 20,000 gold. This is going to take a while. The orb power is nothing. I can get that in no time. We just have to get some, or 2 million. 2 million just means I need to fill this 4 times. And given I can get like 100,000 devotion in like under a minute, so it's the gold that's kind of pulling me up at the moment. If I could complete this route and get gold, get the entire field full and harvesting mushrooms, would make a ton of money. But not much I can do right now. I need to lock in. There we go. Oh, you see, look, we're halfway already. Not even trying, son. Not even trying. Like I said, 500k, we can pull that off in like 2 or 3 minutes. Look, we're already halfway there. There you go. Okay, let's see how our mushroom crop's going. Very slowly. We can, what I could do is try and invest in some more cultists, but yeah, see, these upgrades are starting to cap out. It's 500,000, so I can't get any more devotion without hitting the next tier. So I'm just going to focus on getting the obelisk, that 25k. Very slowly. It might be worth picking a mushroom that grows faster. Because the big mushrooms are worth the most, but they take a very long time to grow. Yeah, 25,000 gold, that's a lot of gold. But yeah, look, like idle games kind of they're a mixed bag, and some of them, because of the nature of idle games, you need to make sure the player's engaged. And I feel what this game gets right is that it has enough different tasks. Like, you're always doing something. When you have one resource getting low, then you'll focus on that, and then you'll be focusing on something else, and then you'll be focusing on training cultists, and then you'll be focusing on gathering the life resource, and then you'll be focusing on something else. So there's always something going on in the game. How fast is this growing? Very slowly. Let's maybe see if I can place one of these. Just to help speed things up a bit. Okay, we need 6,000 of these to grow enough to... I need 6,000 to train occultists to specialize in using the crystal, which like 6 grand. It's going to take a long time to gather that much. Same with this, 25,000. That's a lot of money. I think I've kind of maxed most of the upgrades we can get without dipping into the more serious upgrades. Ooh, got myself a perk. Crystal has a faster speed, that means more output. Or the life crystals are worth more. Ooh. I'm gonna go worth more. Yeah, I think I've gotten all I can with the upgrades to this. I guess I could do that. Let's go down to the mushroom forest here. Oh, damn. One of these converts to 107k. Oh. Money bags. That's got to be enough. Let's go. We got money to spare, baby. Okay, click the orb. Carpal tunnel time. Boom, 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 boom. I am the devourer of worlds. You will meet your... Is that a pond? Okay, so... apparently... We're not there quite yet. But I think we have unlocked a new... Oh, 2.5k. We can do that. What new wonders will we find? What new resource will I have to grind? Where do I... Oh, there we go. Oh, finally a use for the devotion. Okay, we're getting knowledge now. Knowledge. And finally, that took a very long time and a lot of money. $22,000, 10,000. Let's go. We got a bit of money now, so I can probably concentrate on these. There we go. We're broke again, but that should hopefully speed up our coin generation. And in the meantime, I'm going to gather some more devotion, and we are going to upgrade the library. Because we need knowledge. Okay, let's have a look here and extra books. Yes, please. Oh, and more knowledge per books. There we go. Look at that. Now it's starting to pour in. Hell yeah. We're probably going to need to upgrade that. And we need 5,000. So I guess we'll come back to the library later on. Okay, we've nearly got enough money to upgrade my cultist, so yep, let's do that. Now I can upgrade this bad boy to a life harvester. Yay! Okay, so now if we pop him here, he's going to harvest more life. Very nice. And a goal is, of course, to transform all these guys to life harvesters. And I'm going to try and see if I can... I really want to upgrade my devotion cap because I'm earning so much of it now that I can't... It's filling up. Yeah, 25k. That's a lot of cash. Okay, let's see what we can sell. If I can get 25k, yes, I can. Savage. Okay, so now we can do this. Go over to here and upgrade storage. Finally. And that means 5 million. Yes, let's go, baby. I like how all the resources are still useful. Like, I'm still using devotion even though I've upgraded to several other resources. I'm really looking to upgrade this faster though. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna convert all these cultists to specialize in using the life crystal, and that will upgrade the speed. That's what we need. We need specialists. Specialists. Special. Okay. 10k, 5k. I really need to upgrade the life resource vat. The thing, once you upgrade the vats, then it largely becomes automatic. You can just walk away and just let the game play itself. Except for this, I don't have any way to auto harvest the fungus, so. Yeah, let's maybe drop a Neapolitan shroom in there. Okay. Let's see if we can use some of my devotion to upgrade these shelves. Extra books. Now let's go smart cookie. I wonder if I can specialize them to be bookworms. 20k. Oh, that's a lot. Don't have a choice. I guess we're just gonna have to sit and chill. Although, can I gather 20k? No, I can't. So I need to upgrade this. Once it hits 5k, I'll upgrade the storage. For now, let's just keep getting more devotion, more books. Oh, these books are expensive. But I'm guessing stacking the library out is just going to make it easier to increase my knowledge level. I need to assign another person. I need more cultists is what I need. I want... Oh, cultist capacity. Yeah, that's easy. We can do that. $300,000 devotion's nothing. We can bust that out in no time. And more cultists. Okay. So what we're going to do is make sure these cultists stay set up in the library. You, my friend, go here. I think 2's enough. We've only got one shelf anyway. I wonder if I can expand with additional books. Oh, second bookshelf. Okay. I'm assuming once I get to level 30, I'll be able to do that for this. So, you know what that means? More devotion. Yeah, the game, it is one of those games where if you're playing this actively all the time, you're going to get bored, but this is a really good one to just play when you're doing something else. Like, you'll play it very actively in the first maybe 3 hours of the game, and then once you largely automate most of the processes, this is kind of, apart from the mushroom farm here, if I could automate this, and this is pretty much completely automatic, so... which is kind of what you're aiming for, so you're not having to manually do all this yourself. So okay, harvest. Let's go. And I think I probably should. What I should do is convert some seeds to mushrooms, because let's convert all those. Those. There we go. Just keep some extra mushrooms, seeds. There we go. Oh, we got 5k knowledge. So what I can do now is upgrade the knowledge vat. Boom, and that needs 400. Oh, that's brutal. 450k. That hurts, man. Okay, extra books. Yeah, now it's starting to... Now the price is starting to get a bit crazy. 600k. Woo. We can do it, though. What can I do? Can I get another summon? I can't. Why not? Oh yeah, most of these are crazy now. $600,000 for one upgrade. Ooh. This is definitely a game I recommend you don't play actively all the time. It's one where you'll spend a bit of time just getting everything automated, and then just I keep it open in the background. And I mean that's the way that the game's meant to be played. So I'm being a bit more active tonight than I usually am. I got most of the stuff automated, and I'll be playing another game in the back a main game, and then I'll be just upgrading this in the background between each round of whatever it is I'm playing. I was actually playing Rising Lords earlier, and I would just between each section of the game, I'd just come back and hit an upgrade for this, spend all my money, and then go back to whatever it is I was playing. It works quite well for that. And I don't like idle games; they're kind of not my thing. But I'll make an exception for this game. It's actually pretty fun. There we go. We're getting all the devotion. Give him all that devotion, baby. Another cultist is 1.16 million. That is crazy. I think I'm going to focus on getting the library up and running, because this is very slow. Oh, look, we got another yes. All right. Finally, an extra shelf. Okay, that ought to really speed things up now. Okay, what's it going to cost to get someone to be a bookworm? 20k. Whew. Okay. I don't know, this is coming in pretty fast now, so 20k is doable. At this speed, look at this, we're at 1k already. We're getting all the knowledge. Oh yeah, we hit this in no time. What is the limit for knowledge I can keep? 50k. Okay, we'll easily have enough. Okay, we need 40k for the orb. We need another 6k. I'm gonna stop using life upgrades for this. We're gonna use those to upgrade my next cultist to speed things up a bit. Oh, look at this. We're up to 7k already. Those upgrades worked really well. Boomski. We just accumulated 1 million devotion. Hell yeah. I'm thinking that the life essence vat would be a nice one to upgrade, but not yet. We need to specialize our cultists. Okay, we can't... I've got everything maxed out with the duck energy, apart from the generator itself. Let's go. We're hammering this. Is there anything else I can use to... Oh, I can get another cultist. Why not? Okay, we're nearly at 20,000 knowledge. Then I can create another librarian cultist, and that's going to boost our knowledge up even more. What do you need? 25 million. The obelisk. That's easy. That's rookie numbers. Okay, extra leg room. Cultist capacity. Oh, that's capacity for the altar. We don't need that many people, to be honest. Like devotion as a resource is the easiest one to get, to be honest. Why are you guys not getting me any more knowledge? Okay, these guys are tired. There we go. They're hammering again. I need more cultists. We don't have enough. What is the next upgrade? A leg room. 2 million. Yeah. Easy. Look at that. There's a 250,000 right there. Okay, oh, I'm nearly there. I need to get a little bit more life essence to get another cultist specialized in life gathering. And that's going to speed up the life gathering a fair bit. Why is that 8k? That was... Oh, I must have clicked on that by accident. Damn it. Yeah, sometimes you'll accidentally click on something and put resources and you can't get them back out again. So it's not a big deal because you're not technically losing them, but sometimes you may want to shunt your resources to something to get it to grow a bit faster. In my case, my main bottlenecks at the moment are money. Well, everything's a bottleneck at this point, but... Okay, harvest all. Okay, what have you got for me in... Oh, very nice. Take that. That's a lot of cash. Beautiful. Nearly 100 grand. Now I really want to upgrade my storage because that's just longer that I can wait before I have to come back and check on these storage vats, because obviously the bigger the vats, the longer you can wait. You can leave the game idle. When you've got only these small vats, you have to check on the game far more. But like at the moment, I can like leave it sitting for a couple of hours and then just come back. Because it's largely, I mean, the only thing that's not, I wish you could automate the mushroom farm. That's literally the only thing I can't automate. Maybe I should invest that money into expanding the farm. Nah, because they grow at a set rate. It's not like it's going to make things quicker. Alright, we'll just gather devotion. Because at the moment I can go over to the bookshelf here, and I would like to pay for extra books for the second shelf, but I can't right now because I need that life crystal to upgrade my... oh man, look at this. The expanded library is 250,000 gold. That's a ways off, that is. Alright, I think what we'll do is we will upgrade our cultists. I don't think I'm going to get to the next tier for quite a while, because I need a whopping 40k knowledge, as well as 25 million gold. So we'll see what the next upgrade's like, and then we're going to move on to the next game. In terms of whether I would recommend this game or not, it's an absolute recommendation from me. It's a very slow game, and at the start it can be a bit tedious, but what I like about it is that you can just play it at your own pace. You can just run it in the background. It's a very chill game. There's always a lot going on, and I mean, as far as games go, it's also like at the moment it's not even $10. So the game's on special now. It's $8. And like even for that price, I'd say, yeah, go and pick this up. For an idle, if this was like a $20, $30 game, I'd be like, oh, I don't know. But for $8, like this is a must play. And that's coming from someone. I don't play these games. I'm not into idle click games. So somehow this developer's created a game that in a genre that I actually historically am not a fan of. So that there's something to be said for that. That's quite impressive. I'm just going to see if we can get the next upgrade for my cultist, and then we've got a couple more games to get to tonight. I'm going to try. It is a weeknight, and I do have work tomorrow, so I'm going to have to try and... these streams have been getting longer and longer because the games have been getting better and better. So I am trying to not have the streams go an extreme length of time, so I can get a bit of rest in between them. Especially because I got my usual stream on a Friday, so in a couple of days we're going to be doing this again. Not that I'm complaining. I really enjoy doing these, and it's a ton of fun coming and trying out all these games that I wouldn't play. It gives me an excuse. Not that I need an excuse to play games, but it's one thing to go and put out hundreds and hundreds of dollars buying games, but having these games available to showcase, I can sift through and find out the games I like and the games I don't, and also the genres. Like there's so many genres I started since playing this that I just would never touch. Dark Souls, for example. Hated Dark Souls. I use that as my classic example. I used to poo-poo on that all the time. Now I love it. Parkour games, climbing games. I was playing White Knuckle last week. Absolutely love it. Never would have touched that if I didn't start streaming. Turn-based strategy. I used to laugh at my dad playing XCOM. Now I love XCOM. So yeah, I think that's the main reason why I like it so much, because there's an opportunity to test and trial games that I wouldn't normally be interested in playing. Let's make him a life harvester. There you go. That is what I wanted, a second life harvester. That's going to hopefully at least increase my life harvest amount by maybe 25%. I hope. It's going better. I'd like to do these other two guys and make them life harvesters too. And more importantly, getting some in the library, making a librarian would really help. I would, but I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to wait till I get a librarian first, because I need 20,000 knowledge to make a librarian. I can turn this guy into one. Yeah, we're absolutely smashing. We got a fair bit of money. Oh, let's harvest all those. Drop a rare mushroom. And another one down here. Beauty. Okay, I might make these into... Yep. I've got 176 seeds of this. Okay. I'm not going to make any more of those. Very nice. These are nice too, but I want to try and hang on to some cash. But look at this, we've nearly got enough to upgrade another cultist to Life Crystal cultist. And then I think I've got enough for my first librarian, hopefully in a few seconds. And then we can move on to the next game. Yeah, but this was a list of the games that I've recently had so many games come in that I can't keep up, and it's a first world problem, 100%. But it's one of those things where I usually showcase a couple of games a week, and I found that in the last few months the interest from developers has been insane. You know, I get I'll usually, in the old days I'd be lucky to get one email a week. Now I'm getting on some weeks I may get a dozen. So I always try and cover all the games I get. The only exception is obviously I won't cover asset flips. I won't cover games that are completely AI based, like zero effort. I'm not as hardline about AI as other content creators, but I usually, there has to be at least something of a game in there. It's not just tacked together with AI, with, you know, somewhere there's a game in the middle. So I know it's a bit of a controversial one, but I like to make sure that anything I'm looking at, oh, there we go, we can get a librarian now. Let's do that. You, my friend, come up to the library. There's got to be a faster way to do this. There we go. Okay, and librarian, bookworm. Oh, what, really? 25k? Okay, well, I mean, we're nearly... I already painted that. Did you just rip me off? Did you just take... Bro. I got ripped off. It took my money and it didn't transform her into the cultist. Bro. That's foul. I hope that's not broken. Because I had 20,000. Didn't put it in there. Oh, you mongrel. It did, and it only took a little bit there, but... Okay, well, my final thoughts on the game. Like I said, go check it out. $8, incredible value for that. I've put a good 4 or 5 hours into the game already, so if I'd paid for it, I got my money's worth. I didn't, but even though I didn't, I still think this is definitely worth checking out. It's got a couple of little issues. It's the controls are a little janky, but honestly, for an idle game, coming from someone that doesn't play these games all the time, I'm actually really impressed. And I know that the Grab the Games haven't done too many idle games. So this is something that's new for them. They've done very well. I recommend it if you like these sort of games, or if you just want something you can play casually. This is a pretty good game for kids as well. I often had Bobbles come in and have a bit of a play around on this and click a few things, and he's been playing around on this himself, and he's been enjoying it too. So yeah, it's a good game if you've got younger players, if you've got kids. If you're time poor, this is a really good one. You'll spend 2 or 3 hours setting everything up, and then you can just kind of walk away and come back and check on it once a day or once every few hours while you're playing something else. That's what I've been doing, and the growth's been pretty quick in this game. You do. I think the progression system in this game works really well. It doesn't feel as grindy as other idle games, just because most of the game can be automated, and you obviously can collect things faster. Like if I sat here clicking on this, I can get more, but most of the game can be automated, and I think that's how you enjoy it the most. Go away, wait a few hours, come back, spend a bit of money, come back, repeat. I love it, and I'd like to see more from Grab the Games. I'm sure I will, because they're a fantastic publisher and they've been sending me games for many years now. So yeah, we're going to move on to the last game though. Big thank you to the guys over at Grab the Games. I'm looking forward to seeing what you're working on next. And yeah, well, if they do release anything new, you'll probably see it here in my weekly indie showcase.